We are here. We are here, and I'm not hearing the music. Did I need to start it playing? I do need to start it playing because I did pause it. Why is it not letting me? Why is it not letting me? Oh, okay. So anyway, we're doing great. We're doing great here. We're all set. We're all. Oh, I guess I have to have the correct thing up. Don't mind me. I'm a professional. Welcome in. I do. Um, I'm not sure exactly what all we're doing today. It is October, and there are a couple of drawing prompt things going on, and I am going to be engaging in that. So I'm going to pull out my notebook, and we'll take a little quick little sketchbook tour at the start here. So let me get my cameras in position. It's not, but we'll switch cameras anyway. Hello. Cut. There we go. So, yes, professional. I tell you what I'm doing with the camera instead of just doing it. So, anyway, here's the sketchbook we're working with today. This is the inaugural sketch in this sketchbook. And had I planned it out better, I would not be at the top of the page with so much space at the bottom. But, you know, it doesn't matter. You know, I can see the things that are good and bad about that. Mostly the things that are bad about that. Some random sketches from some ideas I was trying to formulate at some point. Not remember. Maybe just playing around. Boom, 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 boom. This is a alien, I guess, creature. Not, you know, the most successful. Here's some scribbles. Some robot concept ideas. You might recognize this guy. That was from when I was trying to work on a build lid bot, and that has pretty much stalled. I'm kind of at this stage here, which isn't really stages, but no arms, no head. Yeah, some ray gun ideas. More random sketches. Cute little robot guy. I was trying to come up with a way to draw Bigfoot that I'm happy with, and I still haven't found it. Some legitimate art. And here we're up to this year's challenge. We have Inktober 2023, and I also added it in the prompts for Streaming 2023, since apparently that's a thing and I somehow missed it. I am aware there is some controversy, or perhaps some say some negative feelings about Inktober due to the founders' behavior. But, you know, we are just using it for prompts. And today is the 7th. Yes, today is the 7th. So we can do either drip or origami or a combination of the two. I can think of a combination of the two, but I don't know that I'll do that. Hello, welcome in. Here's the first batch of drawings from the Inktober. This is Dream. Was the prompt for this one? It's kind of a. The idea was to have like the picture on the right side of the frame to be the dream, and the picture on the left side of the picture is the reality where the girl is dreaming. So it's kind of flows from one to the other. Then we have the spiders prompt, which I didn't want to do a literal couple of spiders. I just did a bunch of spider parts in a rather disturbing way. And path, I had trouble coming up with path, so I just did a Bezier path, which is kind of a joke for graphics nerds. And for dodge, I did this guy. I did the pixel art first, and then I drew this after the fact. Just because I wanted to have it in the sketchbook as well. Although the asteroid or meteorite looks like it's further away, so less of a dodging action going on there. And then we have Golden, which I'm relatively happy with. I mean, it seems well received. I think I messed up on the back leg. And then the prompt for that day was supposed to be map, but I did Golden, which was the next day's prompt. So then the next day, which was yesterday, I did this picture of a guy holding a map for map because I was tired and didn't really feel like trying too hard. So that leaves us to today. And again, like I said, we can do drip or origami. Or whatever else we want. We don't have to stick with it. Roses are blue. Thank you. I mean, you're the dragon lady, so means a lot. It's not my forte per se. Drip. That's not how you spell it, is it? Origami? Like oregano or oregon? Ori. That's right. There should be an I there. Now, what are we going to draw today? That's the question. An origami golden dragon dripping from the ceiling? No. Drip coffee? Maybe we should just write some things down. Because it's exciting watching people write things, you know. Coffee, faucet, rain. Rain drips keep falling on my head. This is, of course, folded paper is what origami is. So it could be just about anything. The trick would be making it geometric and looking like a feasible thing. I'm just going to move my camera around. And I think I will limit my drawing area to around there. I'm just kind of looking to where it is on camera. There's such sloppy lines. I gotta stop that, right? We are our own worst critics a lot of the time. At least some of us are. I don't know about you. Hey, Bug Boy was a bad boy is in the house. Thanks for stopping in. Today is a drawing thing at this point. I don't know what else we're gonna get to, if anything. But it is October, which means it's Inktober. Just kind of an annual drawing art challenge thing. It's supposed to be pen and ink with maybe pencil under drawing, but I'm not gonna necessarily stick to it that carefully. As far as mediums or even, I don't know. I have not committed to doing this by the book. I'll put it that way. So, if anybody wants to make suggestions about today's prompt, my ears are open. And my eye is feeling better. Not that you knew that it wasn't feeling the greatest to begin with. It's still a little irritated, but I don't know. I don't know if I got something in it last night or just had an allergic reaction. Kind of happened to me last, I think, September when I was in Pennsylvania. Had to go to the urgent care because my eye swollen up overnight. But because of that visit, I took some Benadryl last night and for some anti-allergy stuff. That maybe kept it from getting worse. Speaking of dragons, I'm currently combining parts from 2 dresses to make a new waistcoat. Of course, dragons are well renowned for loving their waistcoats, which is... Oh, the dragon's on hold. That's the connection. Gotcha. How many outfits do you make in a year? And are they mostly costume, or do you... So I know you've, the things you have shared have been more fantasy or themed. I was wondering if you just make running around town clothes or going to work clothes as well. I do have a sewing machine that doesn't make me a sewer. That's not the word, but I know that. The dragon is on hold. Your call is important to us. Oh, cool. So you're repurposing parts of old dresses, not like combining patterns. Cool. Do you mind me exposing my ignorance? That's kind of an interesting way of saying it, I guess. I don't have a clear idea of what a waistcoat looks like. It's a coat that goes on the waist. You can probably see my face. Okay, so it's like a vest kind of a thing. At least for guys' clothing. Okay. We learn things. I have some trousers I may need to mend. Or I could mend. Could attempt to mend, anyway. This stand is a little stiff. See if I can get this in focus. That's better. I don't know that it'll stay that way, but of course, it's hard to focus on a plain white background. Yeah, I currently only have one red and black punk rave waistcoat. Well, for now. So if you're making it out of 2 dresses, it's gonna be yeah, it's gonna be a couple tones. Whatever. I feel like I should stop talking because I'm making less sense the more I speak. And I still haven't dripped. Anyway, I could do a faucet kind of a thing. Ooh, there's a drip. And then you could do a refraction of the world inside of it. Or something. Refraction of anything, really. If I made it big enough. Stalactite? Yeah? Stalactites are made by dripping? Unless it's stalagmite, but I always get those confused. Stalactite. Of course, a person who is a Debbie Downer could be considered a drip. It's not like a commonly used term nowadays. Do. Origami. I mean, it does. I'm not gonna make it like an actually feasible folded thing, but could do something like that. Of course, I could always look up reference. I don't know why I I don't use reference very much on these drawings. Stalactite. One way some said to me to remember it, stalactite has tit in it. I did try to come up with a way myself. I mean, they're both edge sides are kind of mounded. I guess only one is the giver of milk. Oh my, what have we done? If by milk you mean mineral-laden water. I tried to come up with some, I think stalagmite. It has a G in it, so that's ground. Ground. You know, I think that sounds like something that I made up a long time ago. But clearly. Let's see how I can, Let's see now. Stalactite, or stalagmite, has stalag in it. And there was a TV show, Stalag 13. And in that show, they were digging a tunnel underground. So the stalagmites are under the ground because it's a prison camp in World War II. They're trying to find the most convoluted way to get there. Rain! Yeah, I can see that. Especially if we... Of course, I could always have, Mr. AI come up with some concept images for me. The latest advancements in the world of AI-generated art is that DALL-E 3 is available now for people to use. Chair Bear! Hi, it's good to see you. Feels like it's been ages. I urge you to use your brain and not let the machine think for you. Well, thanks. My brain is so tired. Nah. But I will take that advice at this point. Yeah. No, you don't have to apologize. No, just today's, I want to... There are a couple of prompts I'm working with today. One is drip, and the other is origami. I don't know if I'll do either of them, or perhaps neither of them. Because, you know, I'm not too tied to the idea of taking the drawing challenge seriously. Or if you even want to call it a challenge. It's just, you know, Inktober and streaming. This streaming might be new. So I have a faucet dripping and an origami bird is the doodles I've done so far. What is origami other than low poly art? Well, it's folded paper. It has more restrictions than low poly, but it often looks low poly. Does this look like a low poly fox? Nice emote. Drip, drip, drip. Okay, speaking of emotes, yeah, you've probably seen the latest emotes that I have. Why aren't they showing up? Oh, there they are. I got this little heart guy, I got the little dancing guy. And those are the newest ones. So. Woohoo! This X is here, so I can tell if I'm in focus or not. The dancing is for motion capture. I spent a stream trying to get it to work in 3D, then realized, oh, I have Adobe Character Animator, which also has access to some of the same libraries for motion, and that's 2D and much easier to work with. But yeah, little dancing dino. That's cute. So I could actually have that little guy doing some other dances fairly easily as well. Origami. An origami drip. I suppose that's the obvious thing to do. To combine prompts to maximize the market. Marketability? Not marketability. Interest? Of course, this is a fake origami, so anybody who's actually familiar with it would be able to tell that I don't know what I'm doing with it. So. Although I suppose that might look like a necktie. Like one of your old 50s style robots. Yeah, that's what I was going for. I wonder if you could do the robot, draw a robot as if it were origami. Oh, maybe. Sorry, I missed the first part of that. Let's see. Maybe, mayhaps. Don't know if I could origami-fy this guy. I somehow think long spindly legs might not be an origami thing, although... yeah. We'll give it some interest. I'll draw on the back side of this page for more sketchy space. Hold on. Bum, bum, bum. Be a little less intense at the moment. Where are these prompts from? Is it official Drawtober Fest? The prompts are from Inktober 2023 and Stream Inc 2023. If there's I'll have to look up Drawtober, which is probably the reaction replacement to Inktober. But like I said, I'm not being too fussy about it this year. Well, I keep saying that, but I'm coming up with stuff. So, maybe we could do something like that. I mean, I could just start folding paper. But there's a whole language there that I'm not familiar with. Does that look origami-ish? Yeah, I don't... Yeah. I did not... I was not aware of Stream Inc. until a couple of days ago when I saw, I think, Art and Jest is participating. So it might be a new one. And it might be organized so that, you know, streamers host an episode. I don't know. I wasn't invited. I'm not bitter about that or anything. Not at all. Origami Froggy. Like I say, I could just translate that to low poly instead of actual origami. How is school? Are you getting into the swing of things? Is it the same place you were last year? Well, that's a great idea, but then that would require drawing hands. And my hands have been coming out kind of, Well, I need the practice. That's probably the good thing to do. A good reason to do hands. Yes, same place as my final year. Well, I hope things go, better for you than some previous times. I hope all the jerks graduated and moved on. And of course, I don't know any details about what's going on, so. And I don't need to. Not gonna pry. But, you know. A social situation does change a lot when one group of kids leaves and the next group moves up. From my recollection of how that all happened. It's like each class has its own tone. I have a friend this year, and she's really sweet, so it's already great. Aw, that's nice. I'm glad to hear that. I am going to bring up some reference, though. Just some generic image search for origami. And we'll sketch what we sees. Ooh, you can buy 100 pre-made white origami cranes for wedding party favors. Ooh, the tail goes up. Kind of ran out of space there. There's an origami fox, I see. Boom. 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 Looks like there's a... Let's see. Pin Sanity, Origami, Unicorn, Enamel, Lapel Pin. Thank you for saying Origami Bot looks cool. I was trying to get an idea what the paper looks like, all foldy. So with the butterfly, we have the wings go out like that. But then this part is kind of wrapped around. I guess it's not quite like low poly because the planes can bend on this. Oh, this has a point that folds down in there. This also has a bit that folds around. So how would I origami something? It's like, do I want the cylinder type head? Do you do cylinders in origami? I guess I could. Why not? I mean, my typical thing would be to have a thin neck and then a big body or a big head. Body. With thin limbs. Like I said, I don't know. Of course, we could do more of a... Well, I wonder if something like that would work. I'm assuming I would draw on details on it, so... This is kind of an owl-looking thing. An owligami. I know, bad joke. Hey. That's a little Pikachu. I guess, yeah. There are some techniques where you combine multiple pieces of paper, right? I don't know what there are any hard and fast rules to the art of paper folding. Ooh, that's an easy origami shirt. you still there? Are you sure? Connection will be dropped. No, cancel. It wasn't trying. Just so you kind of see what I'm looking at. So. It's just probably blocking my camera here. Hey! Looks like my face stopped moving. That's better, I guess. Waiting for camera. Did I even not have this set up correctly? I think I forgot a critical thing. Like, there we go. He's alive! Calibrate. Alright. Do. So yes, I am trying to get a feel for the shapes that are common, or at least I can see. Got the little tulip top there. Those ghosts are cute. Is that baboon? Alright, let's see if we can come up with something. Origami body. Bot. Maybe I should come up with a robot design first that I think would work. Yeah, you. So we got there. What if we did a that kind of a thingy? Can you do a hexagon origami pattern? Yeah, I just feel like I want to fold things now just to get a feel for it. So maybe I will take this to the extreme. That's not extreme. Maybe I've been hanging out with Billy and Babble too much. Why? This looks like a piece of paper. I think I will keep that piece of paper, though. Because that scrap of paper may have something interesting on it, or something I want to keep. Ah. Okay. Have I ever done origami? Not per se. Not really. I'm sure I've folded. I know I've folded things. If paper airplanes count as origami, then yes. And I may have done some small thing at some point, but I don't have a strong connection to it at this point. But hold on a sec. I'm gonna run an ad and get some stuff, and I will see you all back in a minute. After these messages, we'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Pre-roll ads have been shut off, apparently. And I have neglected to get the sweater, sweatshirt, something, whatever it was I was going to put on to be a little less chilly. Just turn the fan off, that would be the smart thing. Alright. Woo. I never see ads because I have Twitch Turbo. Cool, thanks. And I will say that I love your emotes. They're very cute and expressive, and they make good use of the size. They read well. Now, where did I put my headphones? There they are. Oh my. So I did a really rough job cutting these into smaller squares. But, I'm just gonna start folding things and see what can come up. And I should probably have a thinner paper for this. But I have this construction paper that I almost never use, so I'm gonna use it. Let's see, we can do this. And this is how we make a box. One of the ways. Just folding. I don't have a idea what I want yet. That's like a cape. I'm gonna move. Good evening, Stevie Seal. Thank you for joining us today. We are doing a drawing thingy. The prompt for today's drawing is either going to be drip or origami, and I'm currently playing with paper to see if I can get a feel for origami. Cherry Bear had the fantastic suggestion of making an origami robot, my retro 50s styles robot. So I'm folding paper to see what it does. This, of course, doesn't look anything like a 1950s robot. Just having a chill out night. Good. It sounded like you were having tooth problems or something. Has that gotten easier? Sorry, shouldn't be exposing your medical history on stream. Though it was talked about publicly in another stream, so that's how I know about it. So I guess it's not a top secret thing. Well, just any robot will do. Yeah. It is very on brand. Let me see, I was thinking of possibly figuring out a... octagon? Hectagon? Hexagon. This is so haphazard, it's not gonna work. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's... sounds rough. Glad it feels better. I went to the dentist last week. Or this past week. Can't remember which day it was. Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe. I don't know. I had an appointment set for next week, then they called me up and said, hey, we can't do that appointment, but we had some cancellations. Do you want to come in earlier? And I said, okay. And we set a time. Then they called back that morning and said, hey, we can't do it at that time. Do you want to do it at this time? So I said, yeah, sure. So I go there, and then I go in and I get my teeth cleaned, and hey, I have a cavity. Cavity. And they were like, you want to take care of it now? And I'm like, sure. This is not an exact quote. So yeah, I went to the dentist for a cleaning and ended up getting a filling. And then my mouth was a little sore yesterday, or my teeth. Ooh, look at those spaceship. We are not making anything specific here, obviously. Could make the paper all wrinkled too. That could add to an effect. Got these little mashed pointy things. Is it quite train season yet? Have you made your shift to building your railway some more? Be the world's worst origami robot. I'm just making folds. I'm not actually... You've heard me say that already. I don't need to explain myself to you. Blah. Maybe I should follow some instructions. Okay. Pigeon. This isn't a square. Okay. Let's make it a square. Didn't know this was going to be an origami stream today, did you? Neither did I. Do-do. And then, like this. And then, like this. And then like this. This is already not looking right. I need to do... no? I'm trying to follow this thing here. Oh, can't see it. That thing there. And you can tell I'm not following it at all. Okay, so I have it folded like that. And I fold it like this. And that. But why does it look like that? Oh. This is making sense, right? So I have this and I fold it like that. And then that folds like this. And somehow we have that. So I guess I have to do that. Then, oh, because fold it one way, then fold it the other way. And then fold it that way, then fold it that way. And do this. And from there, do this. And open that up. Open that up. Then fold it together like that. Then it looks like that. And then you have a pigeon. It's not exactly clear what you're supposed to do there. I guess this. There we go. And then sky, and this little doo gets folded in like that. In my rough edges. And that is apparently a pigeon. I need to... No, I don't need to do that, but I will. Oh. Okay. Hello, Miss Diane. Hello, Stevie Seal. Haven't been able to get to the dentist for years unless I go private. Yeah. This is wrinkles. Well, that's an interesting... Do something with that. I'm just trying to get acquainted with origami to work on a drawing prompt. To draw something that might be origami shaped. I might not do that though. I might just give up and do whatever the heck I want because it's my show and I can do what I want on my show. You're not the boss. Well, you might be the boss of me, but the people who make drawing props aren't the boss of me. Without my audience... Oh, that's not even on the screen. What a terrible host I am. Wow. Okay, so I got that shape. I don't know what that shape is, but it's a shape. Let's try a different thing. Let's try folding in thirds. Roughly. Roughly in thirds. Wonder if Zablocka is up yet. Yeah, the last dentist I had an appointment, and they canceled it. Said they would be in touch to reschedule it, and then removed me because I didn't turn up for the rescheduled appointment that they never told me about. Ow. Bureaucracy is so much fun. But he's out fishing. Okay. I'm just folding paper with no specific thing in mind. And it's not square, which is a problem, I think. Guess origami is usually starting with a square piece of paper, huh? So I'm getting lots of points, I noticed. Alright, I feel like I'm bored with the exploration stage. So I might just start trying to come up with something, huh? Maybe just the face? Head? Let me switch. Tactics? Sent him a link in case he's back. Well, thank you. Alright, so... I was hoping this would show up better for you, but apparently not. Probably time for new pens. That one's gray, and it's almost darker than the black. If I do this, then it looks like he's waving. And that makes no sense, but whatever. You do a derpy little face on there. Stevie had a book on origami. Of course, this is just a quick sketch, and it might just be considered done. It's ink, it's on paper. Why not? That's my whiny voice. How about something like that? Does that look, origami-ish? Give him a Darth Vader numpad. Button box. Ah, yes. I'm going to stretch a little. This might need some other indications of folding there. I don't know. I kind of like... What if that was like that, and then like that? Look, I had a little tooth there. Do-do-do, do-do-do. See, what notifications have I got on my phone? Apparently, James Bond is on Amazon Prime. Billiam Babble is live. The time is now 11. Is it? Yeah. Zab has gone fishing. And Dana is drinking coffee. Sounds like a Saturday to me. Alright. Do I like this or not? Is question. I miss Diane's drinking strawberry daiquiri. Was that meant for another chat? Suppose I could do something with 2 different colors paper. Maybe I'm not ready yet. make this a multi-piece. Well, I am not doing that. Hey, he's in the pub now. Sorry about that, my... I hope you are as amused at my doing British accents as amusing as I find it when other people do American accents. So I'm not necessarily trying to. Does he get to smile? I think maybe a big speaker grill is probably more. Okay, so I think that might be our character. He's looking at least somewhat feasibly origami-ish, I think. I'd kind of like to have him... The feet aren't right. Kind of like to have him in a scene. What was it the chairbear suggested earlier? Hard to see on the red paper, yeah. Very true. Drawing of a hand holding an origami shape in a shadow on the wall shows it something interesting. Ah. Yes, that would be cool. But a bit more than I want to do right now. Here, I'll make some dark lines. How's that? Blocker says hi. You can say hi back for me. I'm not even going to make a rude comment or joke. Just say hi. Dana says hi. Or hello. An origami person in a recycling bin. I guess I could just do an origami person. Okay. Is there anything... Alright. This is an origami person laying on his back, screaming in terror as a drip of water falls on him, ruining his paperness. A little dark. A little dark, don't you think? You are a part of the Rebel Alliance. The traitor. Oh, wow. Looks like I accidentally hit a keyboard. I hit a keyboard. I am robot. What would it look like from the side? Not much, okay. Oh, the curse of the blank page. Now I'm thinking about a doodle from SpongeBob. I'm not sure what you're referencing there. Look at these confident pencil strokes. I want D. I need to move it around a bit more. Might be thinner there, I think. Maybe not. Let that wrap around that way. I'm just kind of assuming these arms are on a separate piece of paper or something. I'm not going to try to tie them into the main shape This might be a bit too big. But that just throws off my entire composition now. And this is how the Challenger was designed. No.
Or we can make a shuttle out of paper airplane designs. What could possibly go wrong?
What if it had square eyes drawn in? Does that look menacing? Doesn't supposed to look menacing per se. Although these do, the center bit there does kind of give like the angry eyebrows that look. The nice thing about these drawing challenges is they do challenge you to try new things. And get you out of your comfort zone. I want that? No. That. We'll do that. Let's draw this down to here and figure out how it's gonna fold. Well, going to get food. Chat soon to all. Yeah! Thanks for stopping in, I appreciate it. I hope you get a chance to do what you need to do. I know it's a hard time for you. If I was doing that, it'd be like that. So. Alright, I'm just gonna have to figure this out. So yeah, fold it like this. We'll double it up like this. Nope, it's coming to a point, so I want it to be like that. It's not as sharp of a point as I want, so like that maybe. And then, if I wanted it to be parallel, I would do that. Okay. So that's kind of what we're looking at. It would be like that. It would be like that. Okay. If I were to pull it in front like that, then it might be a little more obvious. Of course, if I imitated the back side of the page somehow by different values on the front and back, we could do that. We'll do that. No hugs allowed here. Atomic Hate's Love. That's not true. You can have hugs. I just haven't set those up. What if I did that? To kind of indicate that there was more to it. This is supposed to look like he's waving, but I don't think that comes across. I don't know that it comes across that it's supposed to be a robot either. I did not say I hate love. Mushy mushy romantic stuff, maybe. Might not be the biggest fan of schmaltz. Is this a robot or an alien? What's the matter, you? Granted, it kind of depends on who the hug is coming from, too. That might have an impact. Or at least impacts the amount of enjoyment. Or awkwardness. Does it look like he's running away from something? Is he a menacing berserk robot? That's a 80s video game reference. Coin detected in pocket. Just some geometric shapes in the background, I guess. Yep. I think that's it. It's a little canted angle. It gives him interest. It would probably end up being cropped to more of a square pattern, but... Okay, where is my... pen? Do I want to use my typical pen, or do I want to use something else? Can I find the typical pen? Yep, there it is. The good old precise V5, extra fine. Now, some of this will require thicker lines, I think. Please excuse me while I hydrate. All right. I guess I'll have to get a new one of these brush. Watercolor dual tip marker. Or a brush pen thing. Just because it's like... that line is just so weak. Guess I could do a bunch of stippling. We'll do some... make the line work. On the rougher edge. Rougher side of things. And that's the way it's gotta be now. So, Chair Bear, tell me, please, when you're drawing people, are you sketching them out based on reference? Are you kind of like overpainting on a 3D posed object? Just that your proportions always seem very realistic. And I'm just curious. You don't have to reveal your secrets if you don't want to. Okay, so you are just... So that's quite impressive. Or at least I'm impressed. Is it bad if this folded paper starts looking like a etching? Like an etched image? I'd like to get it... at some point I want to try some, like, block printing. I think it's one of the things I want to explore in the future. Let's make that off-center. A little interest. Try to thicken up this line so it looks like there's a little bit of shadow. So you can kind of tell where the pages are, or the, yeah, paper is overlapping. I think it's safe to say that cute isn't my style. I've done some... Sometimes I'll make up parts, though. I've done some dry point etching. It's cool. There's so many things to try. So many mediums. I suppose you... To master one, you would want to spend a lot of time working on one thing, but I kind of like experimenting with a bunch of things. This is a separate piece. Of course, I just make stuff up as I go, and it shows. think I'm at peace with that now. I think. Kind of want to make it look like these features are drawn on, so I guess I'm going to draw them on anyway, so I guess that makes sense that it would be. But how do I make something that's drawn with a pen look like it's drawn with a pen, but an art something pen? That's not. I did not express that well. Is there something that I should do to make the robot eyes look like they're drawn on the paper? When I'm actually drawing it on the paper, it's going to look like it's drawn on the paper, but not quite the same way I'm thinking. Yes, I decided to go for a different type of eyeball. See, that doesn't look necessarily drawn on. Well, we'll see. I think by having broken lines, I maybe get the effect I'm looking for more. It's so meta, trying to make a drawing on a drawing. It's like I want this to look like it's drawn on the paper because it's drawn on the paper, not because it's part of the drawing. I'm basically imagining where the light's coming from the left side. And trying to think of how the paper would bend and have thickness. Don't know that it's going to be successful, but that's what I'm doing. It's like I usually don't work from reference, and I should possibly do that some more. You can probably tell when I do. Now, dry point etching. I'm not familiar with that term. I mean, I know what the words mean. Is that a print making process, or is that etching into something to reveal the color below? Like you have a sheet of plastic or something with black paint on top, and you scrape away the black paint. Or the other way around. White. Black styrene with white paper. I don't know if this is gonna come across as folded paper. Keep telling myself it's okay. Maybe I'll thicken these lines up to separate them from the background more. Of course, I could just color the background. I think that needs to look like it's thicker. Let's give him a number. What a weird way to draw a 3. Some switches and buttons. But not the kind of buttons that hold your clothes closed. Alrighty. Should I erase the pencil marks? And does this look like a robot? Good job, looks nice. Thank you. I would say it's in my own style, whatever that means. Do I want the color? Do I want the paint? I don't have all of my art supplies at hand, and I don't want to go around scrounging for them. Something like that. The NASA spacesuit version 4.0. An on and off button. In Ireland, we have Tato crisps, and it looks a bit like the Tato Man, only evil and robotic. I have come to deep fry your potatoes. I don't know why I speak this way. Ooh. Ink's not dry. Oh well. But here is our little robot, Tato Crisp Origami guy. With a friendly hello, waving hello. Although he looks quite angry. Thank you. Thank you very much. Could add something to it later. There's a horse of some sorts that... I remember that. I did that on stream. And there's a Stevie Seal with low laser, so... And a chair. So... Now it's a cursed image. A snowman in a space helmet? No. Just no. So, what do we do next? What do we do next? We've spent an hour and a half or more drawing. Again, there's... so this is my on-stream sketchbook, apparently. Some of it. That was my How to Draw a Horse by Way of Harry Potter lecture. At this point, I don't know what I'm doing. Usually when I start like this, I end up doing a face that's facing directly at us. So why don't I do that? And this is not a how to draw by any means. So I'm not even using the techniques I know. I guess this is me showing off, although... I am not nearly as proficient as many other people here on this platform. I'm gonna say planet, but platform. Both actually work well. Now, is it interesting? Does it tell a story? No. Is it accurate? No. Is it recognizable? Yeah, I think so. Looks like a drawing of a person. I'm just gonna keep working it until I ruin it. I don't want to do that. We'll stop there. And this is nobody in particular. If I were trying to draw a likeness of a person, hopefully it would look like the person. But if you don't have a person in mind, then it doesn't matter, really. It would be off from what you want it to look like, and no one would know because there's nothing to compare it to. So, random face guy. Let's see. I'm just thinking about what to do next. Do I want to continue streaming? So we're kind of at a stopping point. What? Let's see now. Bum, 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 bum. I still have to paint this thing. Don't know that I feel like doing it today, though. I might just, stop streaming. We'll go 10 minutes. We'll go to 12. See who's online. Raid out. So we'll do another quick doodle. Another quick doodle. Very quick doodle. If it's 10 minutes. Of course, we don't have to go that long. We can keep going. Cool, heart. I'm easy. Yeah. I should mix up the songs again. Cycle some songs in. I have some new pictures to add to the customer pictures, but I haven't done that yet. Of course, I'm not showing it right now anyway. Let's try for something cute. Cute is my love, but it's the huge eyes. The one for the chibi thing. Huge. Round face, huge eyes. Cat mouth. I'm out of my depth. I mean, I've drawn pictures of things with large eyes before. We'll actually give her a nose. This song is always so intense. But here's the thing, I don't necessarily want to draw that, you know? You know? Ready for the sing-along section of the stream? Sing Bob Dylan's greatest hit. Or rather, some of the more obscure things off the albums that he did, that the hits were on. Just kidding. Ah. Alright. Do a spacesuit thingy. They did that before with that other person. Not other person. Okay, so you can't see it. Okay. Rounded edges. Let's do. Here's NASA's new spacesuit. I don't know why. It looks like this. Got this huge knob here. Big buttons because they have the gloves, although this guy doesn't have hands. Should probably have some kind of readout on it. Let's see. Like strapping him in. Maybe a little longer to match the other side. I don't know what I'm drawing. I mean, I know what I'm drawing. It's a cat in a spacesuit. I don't know why I'm drawing a cat in a spacesuit. Again, I guess just because I want to do something cute-ish. Because, you know, the internet likes cats. Anybody have a preference to someone to raid out to?
Meow, 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 meow.
Look at that smooth, perfect circle. Oops. Chris Cox is on. I don't think I've rated into Chris L. Cox in a while. I've lurked there a few times, I think. I don't do as much lurking as I probably should. I just hang out with Stevie and Zablocker wherever they are. That's not true. Just on Stevie's channel and on Andy Mecha. Have to have the spacesuit for the tail as well. Oh, these would be detachable. Figure that ear is pushed up against the glass. Alright, can go in my critters in spacesuits collection. Baleforge is on too. Love this drawing, by the way. It's really cute. Thanks. I will finish up this part that I forgot. I go visit Mr. Marvelous Designer himself. I guess this should have a name patch over here. Meow. Big old switches. And alrighty. Thank you for joining us. Joining me. Thank you for joining me. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Again, like I was saying, thank you for joining me. I'm glad you were able to stop by. And I'm glad you were hanging out, and I appreciate it. Now we're gonna try to jump on over to what's it? What's it? We have yeah? Is Chris still on? Because it's not showing up in my list. Chris Cox. Yep. With 6 viewers. Okay, we'll raid on over there. He's thanks again for hanging out. And we will see you in a little bit. Ready to raid in 1. Raid now. Bye.